Before the sun comes up, she's already awake, packing lunches, signing permission slips, remembering appointments, looking for missing shoes, answering questions, making breakfast, checking homework, trying to remember whether she switched the laundry. And somehow, she's supposed to stay calm through all of it. Most people see what mothers do. Neuroscience is beginning to show us something even more remarkable. It sees what motherhood asks the brain to carry. Today, we're talking about something that almost never makes the parenting books: a mother's nervous system. Because when mom finds her way back to calm, every brain in the house benefits. There are jobs we can see: cooking dinner, driving to soccer practice, helping with homework. But there is another job, one almost no one notices. It's the constant mental checklist running quietly in the background. Did everyone eat? Who has practice tomorrow? Did I answer that teacher's email? Are we almost out of milk? Why has my child been so quiet today? Researchers often call this the mental load. Your brain is constantly planning, remembering, anticipating, problem solving, switching from one responsibility to the next, often without a single break. No wonder so many mothers feel exhausted before lunchtime. This isn't a personal weakness. It's what happens when one nervous system is carrying the needs of an entire family. Here's something remarkable. Long before children fully understand your words, their brains are reading you. They notice your breathing, your facial expressions, the pace of your movements, the tension in your voice. Your nervous system begins communicating before you ever speak. Their developing brains are constantly asking one question: am I safe? Not consciously, biologically. This process is called co-regulation. Before children learn to calm themselves, they borrow calm from the adults who care for them. Developmental neuroscience has shown for years that children build emotional regulation through safe, responsive relationships. Researchers continue to deepen that understanding. In a 2024 study published in Communication Psychology, scientists found that maternal stress was a stronger predictor of children's cognitive performance than the children's own reported stress within that study's experimental setting. The message isn't that mothers must never feel stressed. The message is this: your nervous system matters because your child is learning from it every day. The beautiful thing about the brain is that it works both ways. Stress can spread, but calm can spread too. One slow breath, one gentle touch, one softer response, one pause before reacting. These tiny moments may seem ordinary, but to a child's developing brain, they're information. Information that says, you're safe. We'll get through this. You don't have to face this alone. Your calm isn't just comforting, it's teaching. Let's make something absolutely clear. This is not about becoming the perfectly calm mother. She doesn't exist, and your child doesn't need her to. Children don't grow because parents never make mistakes. They grow because relationships can be repaired. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. Can we try that again? Those simple words teach something incredibly powerful: that mistakes are survivable, that love doesn't disappear during hard moments, that relationships can heal. In neuroscience, repair is often more important than perfection. Somewhere along the way, many mothers began believing that caring for themselves was selfish. But neuroscience tells a different story. Your brain isn't a machine. It isn't designed to stay under constant stress without rest. Regulation doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's drinking a glass of water, stepping outside for fresh air, taking 5 slow breaths, calling a friend, asking your partner for help, sitting quietly in your car for 2 minutes before walking into the house. Small moments, real recovery. Your nervous system deserves care too. Not because you have to earn it, simply because you're human. Years from now, your children probably won't remember every packed lunch or every perfectly folded load of laundry. They won't remember whether dinner was homemade or picked up on the way home. But their brains will remember something much deeper: how home felt, whether comfort was available after fear, whether mistakes could be repaired, whether emotions were welcomed instead of avoided. Those experiences quietly become part of the architecture of the developing brain long after childhood is over. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're already trying to understand, trying to grow, trying to become the parent your child needs. That effort matters. Every time you pause before reacting, every time you repair after a difficult moment, every time you choose connection over perfection, you're helping your child build something they will carry for the rest of their life. A nervous system that knows calm can return, hope can return, love remains, even after hard days. Maybe today, instead of asking, "Am I doing enough?" ask a different question. What does my nervous system need today? Because when you care for your own brain, you aren't taking something away from your family. You're giving something to them: your presence, your steadiness, your hope. And those gifts have a way of growing inside the people who love you most. Motherhood has never been about being perfect. It has always been about showing up, learning, repairing, beginning again. The science is encouraging. Children don't need perfect parents. They need safe relationships. And every time you find your way back to calm, you're showing your child something they'll spend a lifetime carrying. That difficult moments don't last forever. That love is stronger than stress. And that every brain, including yours, is capable of healing, growing, and changing. If this video encouraged you today, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is one small thing that helps your nervous system return to calm? Because your answer may be exactly what another mother needs to hear today. Please share it with a mom who has been carrying more than anyone realizes. And if this kind of brain science helps you feel less alone in parenting, consider following along for more. Be sure to like, follow, and give us a hype. Be as a butterfly. Brain science for every family.